on Albany for the 18th annual running of the world's top long-distance outboard race, 133 miles down the Hudson to New York City. Race headquarters in the starting lines at the Albany Yacht Club float. Racing out Mr. Lord from the Hudson River Dayline Pier. This boat from Michigan, as indicated by the letter M. By mid-morning, day before our day, veterans as well as novices are on hand, each hoping to win a piece of that $12,000 in prizes. Wide open throttle down Mr. Hudson's River means everything's got to be tight, ready, and right. 3 to 6 hours of maximum throttle calls for careful lubrication below the waterline, where gears turn at excessive speed. A propeller to most outboard users means little. To racers, the right size and shape can mean the margin of victory. This speed is as much a part of any big league racing event as hot dogs and pop. Trying new ones, earnest preferences, adjusting, tightening, brainstorms, good and bad, go on right up to race time. However they may have tried, nobody's yet been able to run this race without fuel. That goes for men as well as engines. Getting all set is August Nigel, second place winner last year, Class F. Let's join Augie for a trial spin. Notice how Nigel's left hand never leaves the throttle. Now there is a competitor who used the yacht club float in the Saturday Choir and Oil Refinery. 1949 winner Vic Scott is hard at work, hoping to repeat. Back at the float, activity increases. And the technical committee makes its round, causing more than one frantic overhaul job. Meanwhile, all afternoon cars keep pouring in. No one can figure out why drivers wait till almost the last minute. Least of all, Abel Jacoby, who has to get all votes over the side before race time. In any case, the fussing and preparation go on into the night. It's race day morning. As usual for safety, the field is divided into 2 separate starts. Larger boats and engines like these are ready to go now. Classification depends on hull weight and internal engine displacement. This is F-class, 60 cubic inches internal displacement. E calls for a top of 50 cubic inches. And 40 cubic inches is the maximum for Class D. The boats are moving out. Another 2 seconds. They're off. 125 boats roll off for 133 miles of pounding and snorting. Let's watch them out of proper play. Breaking into an early lead is 158 B. Willow Wire of Bakersfield, Connecticut, in his personally powered Class B Speedliner. Now we'll look at the rest of the field as we move along. Just below Rip Van Winkle Bridge, the lead is changed, and in first place is August Nigel. Across the head in second spot is Bobby Mayer, Class C. And now in front is Joe Sager, he's F-class. At the halfway point is Poughkeepsie, and everyone's watching for the first vote. Here it is, and Joe Sager of Flushing, New York is still in front and gets the green OK flag. 1 minute later, Bobby Mayer of Kansas City backs under the bridge. He's followed by August Nigel, so the first 3 places are unchanged. Fourth place man is Walt Robbins, another Class F Edmund. Making a close thing of it are Jack Peter of Rochester and Michigan, Bill Belly, both C-class. Meantime, back at Albany, the second division is chewing its gum just a little faster. Again, classification depends on hull weight and internal engine size. C-class is limited to 30 cubic inches. D calls for a top of 20. Today, the tiny timber balls all should be no larger than 15. There goes the clock, and look at those boats go. They've got 4 to 6 hours of bouncing and bouncing. Yes, there they go. Let's follow them along by air. Morris knows the Fort Lee, Indiana in Class B. Races them out with C-Class Charlie Wingo. Downriver a few miles, we land to watch the parade. The Black Craft 70J is driven by Joe Stout. Challenging him is Joe Crowell. Both these New Jersey boys are in C-Class. Getting going again, let's head for the halfway point. At Poughkeepsie, the tailenders of B, E, and F classes are still struggling by the checkpoint, and it's about time for the first of A, B, and C classes. Look at that boat go! He's going to hit! Watch out! Let's see, that was 70J, so B class is first here. Few stops for gas, so this convention buster's in. Back now to the air. It's time to see what's with the leaders. Catching up now, the whole of D, E, and F classes are stretched out for miles. Right here is Joe Copley from New York in his E-Class Evinrude powered outfit. Now under Bear Mountain Bridge. And permission too. These rusting ships block the entrance into Hamastar Bay. Always the roughest, toughest stretch in the whole run. And it looks pretty tough in the morning. Today it's really rough, even close to shore. Watch this in slow motion. Look at that boy go. He's out of water just as much as he is in. How would you like to be riding right alongside him? Look out now. Wow! Up you go. What a rough ride that is. Folks get on it just like engines. Maybe more so. Well, a dayliner's race means nothing today. A battle of veterans. And 224 Jim Wilson, 1949 Class C winner, racing out with Warren Jackson. Remember, these two have been 55 seconds apart then. Now they're close enough for Jim Rummy with 30 miles to go. In fourth place is Abel Mayer. Abel has 2 controls, 4 and out. He changes seats for Federal Allen. Bobby Meyer, the Kansas City boy with the New York boat, is now back in third place. Augie Nagel in the number 2 spot. And leading the whole parade is Joe Sager, his Evinrude motor, and Pat Campbell taking up Brooks speed. The finish line this year is on the Jersey side. We're waiting for the winner. Something happened. Something happened to Sager. He stopped the quarter mile from the finish line. Hudson River has the second flag ready. And the winner is August Michael. His Evinrude engine and Ronald Holmes setting an average of 39.3 miles per hour, an unofficial record. 30 seconds later, Joe Sager finishes second, robbed of victory by a broken propeller. Coming into the pits is Bobby Meyer, third in the race and first in Class D. Mercury engine and Speedliner both running an average of 38 miles per hour. Next is Abel Mayer. Abel Mayer on the right. Congratulate Joe Sager. As our closing power, Larry and Taterham finished almost within a handshake after 133 miles. Meantime, on the dock, the winner's engine is carefully inspected, the first of many. Next comes careful weighing of all hulls. This one is Abel Mayer. Minute by minute, weary drivers arrive. It's an honor just to finish today. Look at that. The Coast Guard reports sighting 110M, and Joe Hopley takes the honors for each class. Now for a mighty midget. A few air miles below the 50, they pick up the middle of the pack. The old Hudson sure takes its toll. South of West Point, Haverstraw Bay waits now for these boys. Extra shopping day because of time when it gets wind. Drivers of 4 or 5 years experience in the previous week, and it was a rocket they've ever seen. So when they dropped out before this led to the hitting this quarter engine trouble, Haverstraw alone claims about 30%. Up on the leaders, here's Joe Crowell. In Class B, and here he is in slow motion. Look at that boy go. Bent forward. He's going on there like a whip. Up and down, in the water, out of the water. Joe had it tough and dropped out just after this. At 70J, boxed down passing him. Now it's for the finish line. Bob Stout comes into the pit, having set an unofficial record for speed class of 31 miles per hour, almost one with a legal road considering the rough water. Not many minutes later, Jim Renette of Valley Stream, Long Island, leads Class C across the line. Here's the real story. Renette was last to start, couldn't get his engine going, but caught and ran his class into the water for a clean win. Every class is carefully checked in. And the Class A winner is popular Dick Poland, who pounded along 4 hours and 45 minutes. Here he's being congratulated by Race Association President Dick McFadden left, and being given a Wheels Incorporated Endurance Medal by Jack Kramer, awarded by Kramer to every finisher. As the rest of Class A field comes into the room, folks gather screaming and outside, waiting to be hauled out. Grand winner Nigel, meanwhile, selects the kiss from his wife, and after that receives the Old Nicholson Trophy from Mrs. George Nicholson. Then, as drivers and crews gather equipment and load up their trailers, goodbye to